B.J. Fogg, Tiny Habits, the Small Changes That Change Everything. Welcome to the exploration of an innovative approach to making life changes that don't require superhuman effort and relentless willpower. Through the summary of B.J. Fogg's Tiny Habits, the Small Changes That Change Everything, you'll discover that positive change is attainable by understanding human behavior and breaking down your goals into manageable, bite-sized chunks. We'll delve into the significance of starting small, the 3 key variables that drive human behavior, the importance of making habits easier, and how designing prompts can initiate desired actions. With insights derived from the author's practical experience at Stanford Behavior Design Lab, you're about to embark on a journey that leads to sustainable change with lasting impact.
A new approach to positive change. Creating positive change is easy, but it requires a new approach. The key to this approach is breaking down your aspirations into manageable, bite-sized chunks. Blaming yourself for past failures won't help, as it is mostly due to unscientific advice we have received. Using this 2-step methodology produces sustainable change. The author's Stanford Behavior Design Lab has researched, tested, and refined this approach over the years with over 40,000 people. The power of tiny habits. Small actions lead to significant behavioral changes, according to the research of the author. By starting off with tiny habits, one can gradually progress, which creates a feedback loop that wires in new habits and fuels motivation. The author of this book has discovered that while the information action fallacy may be a widespread assumption, it doesn't hold up in actual practice. Simply disseminating information doesn't translate to any significant behavioral modification. The author notes that 3 factors typically drive behavioral shifts: sudden revelations or epiphanies, environmental modifications that are often outside of one's control, and small tweaks to existing habits known as tiny habits. Tiny habits take no more than a minute to complete, making them incredibly attractive. By beginning with a small task and accomplishing it, even if it is for a brief time, the author suggests that it might be easier to build upon this habit. This creates a feedback loop that works towards building better habits, which reinforces motivation in the long run. A tiny habit can be anything, from writing 1 sentence to walking a couple of steps. The idea is that the habit itself is so small that it's challenging to make excuses for not attempting it. Furthermore, habits help cement behavior by disconnecting behavior from decision-making. This speeds up the process and goes on to strengthen the new behavior even further. The author provides an example of this phenomenon in action with his Maui habit. He recites the same phrase every morning as he gets up: "It's going to be a great day," prompting positive feels. As time goes by, this phrase becomes automated, and even on the toughest days, his outlook is more optimistic. In conclusion, small, achievable habits are the key to long-term behavioral transformation. The feedback loop generated from small wins fuels continual growth and progress. The author offers various techniques for developing successful habits, which can be useful for various aspects of life. 3 key variables of human behavior. All behaviors are determined by 3 factors: motivation, ability, and prompts. The American Red Cross's success in raising $21 million for the earthquake victims in Haiti demonstrated how these variables come into play in real life. When all 3 align, behavior becomes much more likely, which explains why people tend to take actions that are comfortably within their abilities. To change one's habits, it's important to consider how these variables interplay and to make undesired habits less likely and desirable habits more likely. Motivation versus behavioral change. Over 100 million people enroll in online courses every year, but only 10% graduate. This is because people overestimate the power of motivation alone. While motivation is useful for one-off feats, it's not enough for sustained change. Sustainable change means doing the same things every day to achieve long-term goals. Aspirations are abstract outcomes, and motivation alone won't achieve them. To bridge the gap between the present moment and the desirable future outcome, behavior is required. Behaviors bring about change because they can be done immediately. Simplify to build habits. When it comes to building habits, simplicity is key. Instagram's success can be attributed to its easy-to-use platform. The easier a habit is, the higher the chances of adopting it. To design tiny habits, focus on simplifying desirable behaviors, and identify factors that make them hard to do. These factors could be time, money, physical capacity, mental energy, or the fit with your current schedule. It is crucial to make the behavior as simple as possible to increase the chances of making it a habit. Simplifying your habits helps to troubleshoot new habits and incorporate them better into your life. Designing effective prompts. Automaticity can be used to cement positive changes in your life by designing prompts to trigger your own desired behaviors. Different types of prompts exist in life, and many are badly designed. The most effective type of prompt is the action prompt. Action prompts are behaviors you already perform, which also prompt you to initiate new behaviors. They are a valuable tool to shape tiny habits with, rather than trying to create new habits from scratch. Boiling water for tea, dropping your kids off at school, hanging up your coat when you get home, any one of these pre-existing behaviors can become a prompt for new ones. You can choose the best action prompts for your new habits. Anchoring your habits. Anchors are essential for developing and maintaining tiny habits, but their success depends on location, frequency, and theme. The physical location should make sense, and the frequency of the prompt should align with the desired habit. And, finally, the best prompts are thematically linked to the behavior you want to adopt. Success is not guaranteed, but with every experiment, you'll get better. By learning how to anchor your habits, you're one step closer to achieving your aspirations.
In conclusion, BJ Fogg's Tiny Habits emphasizes that the secret to making lasting and significant life changes lies in starting small, incorporating manageable habits into our daily routines. By understanding the three key variables behind human behavior, motivation, ability, and prompts, we can effectively implement the necessary habits to bring us closer to realizing our aspirations. The book teaches us to make habits as simple as possible and to design prompts that trigger desired actions. Ultimately, adopting the tiny habits approach is an empowering way to forge lasting, positive changes, one small step at a time. With practice and persistence, anyone can transform their life for the better.